COP28 Dubai, live here, 1.5 Media, Allied4Futures. Look at this beautiful background. It's a sunny, hot day here in Dubai, and we're on the second week, the last tail end of the climate conferences in Dubai, and I have a special guest. India is here. She's been here for quite some time. Blue zone, green zone. What are you doing here, India? Introduce yourself, your organization, what you're here, and I heard you're doing a couple sessions.
Yes. So my name's India Rose Matharu-Daley, and I'm here supporting my friends at a startup called Evercity. They streamline green debt origination and carbon projects so they can reach the market from indigenous communities and local communities on the ground in developing countries.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. How long have you been doing that? Is that kind of a new thing?
Yes, it's a new thing. We met recently, but we really gelled, and they're doing really brilliant work, especially in West Africa. So it's my pleasure to come here and support them as they spread their message.
And is that also what your sessions are about, or are you talking about something else in your sessions? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my friends at Evercity are hosting the Digital Innovation Pavilion, and today it is Nature, Land Use and Oceans Day, so they gave me the opportunity to host some brilliant practitioners in that space. So we have David Akana, who's the head of Monga Bay Africa, as a storyteller and educator about nature and biodiversity. We have Neonta Spellman, who's the CEO of Rainforest Partnership, and she's working to protect ecosystems and empower local and indigenous communities on the ground. We have Damien Kuhn from Terraformation and Dick Cameron from Pama, and they're building businesses that bring finance into biodiversity and nature projects. And finally, we have Lena Al-Alami, who's a brilliant entrepreneur, and she's building a platform to help institutional investors drive capital into nature-based solutions. So, interdisciplinary panel of people doing real things to help fund nature and biodiversity protection and restoration.
I really want to know what your message and mission is here at COP. I know you're supporting these groups, a powerhouse team of people in the session. Pama, wow, I mean, that's amazing. What's your message? Why is it important for you to be here? What do you want to let everybody know?
It's tough because there's so much negativity around the negotiations, and we know that our politicians very seldom come through to make the changes that we need. A lot of them are saying good things, but we need capital, we need finance to support nature restoration and regeneration. That's my passion. So what's special for me about COP is all the brilliant people who come here and collaborate and make connections across different sectors. And what's very exciting to me is just over the past year or couple of years, biodiversity and nature have really come to the fore, and people are seeing it as a really integral part of climate. So that's my little agenda to push while I'm in town.
We're here asking a couple questions to all our guests. The first one is a meme. It's a twist on a cup half full, the optimistic perspective, but it's a COP half full. What's your optimistic take now that you've had all these impressions? What's your COP half full?
It's been amazing for me to see people from all around the world here. It's like nothing I've ever experienced. So we have Argentina mixing with South Korea, mixing with Canada, and I think understanding our different perspectives and the challenges that we share and that are specific to different places, particularly small island developing states, for instance, is so important to increase understanding and the momentum for us all to work together. And I think that's completely unique in the world outside of COP. So we'll see. I hope that the negotiations lead to something positive and tangible that will be realized in the near future, because we need to move as fast as possible.
The last question is probably the hardest. It's what does a world that works for everyone look like just for you?
I really think we need structural change at both the highest and micro levels. So we need a world that is more just, and we need wealth to be spread more equitably. So even though we all need to work together, I will say that it is disappointing that we have so many fossil fuel and big meat lobbyists here, because they're pushing an agenda that is no longer sustainable for the world. And power and wealth are concentrated in such a small number of hands in the West, the global North primarily. And our political system and our economic system is not serving those who are suffering most from the effects of climate change. That's a world that works for me, for all the people, but I think everyone in the world includes ecosystems and the animals and plants within them. And for too long, we've taken nature for granted, and we've just extracted and extracted. And we're losing much of our spiritual connection with nature, which is truly one of the things that makes living on this planet so beautiful. And we really need not just 30 by 30, in my opinion. We need at least 50% of the world protected and regenerated for nature and biodiversity. I would even say 60-40. But we'll see. That might be something for the distant future.
Thanks for letting us all inside of your ideas. I wish you the rest of a wonderful COP and have much success. Your session's later today, so enjoy and good luck, and I hope you have some great resonance. 1.5 Media, Allied4Future. Thank you.